Hello and welcome back to another Parry This Alternate History video. In the annals of history, few naval engagements loom as large as the Battle of Trafalgar. In 1805, off the coast of Spain, the British Royal Navy, under the command of Admiral Lord Nelson, decisively defeated the combined Franco-Spanish fleet. This victory established British naval supremacy for the 9th century. But what if history unfolded differently? Imagine a scenario where the French battleship Danton, a formidable warship from World War I, was transported back in time to Trafalgar, armed with advanced technology and under the command of Admiral Louis Dartige du Fournet. In this video, we will explore this speculative journey, contemplating how the presence of the Danton could have altered the outcome of the Battle of Trafalgar and reshaped history. Our examination begins with a concise overview of the Battle of Trafalgar and its historical significance. We then introduce the Danton, providing key details about its armaments and capabilities compared to the vessels of the Napoleonic era. Following this, we will set the stage for our hypothetical scenario, discussing how the Danton might have been integrated into the French's fleet strategy. We proceed to narrate the battle as it unfolds with the Danton's participation, delving into the pivotal moments and decisions that could have rewritten the pages of history. Finally, we consider the implications of a French victory at Trafalgar, and how it might have reverberated through the course of history. In this intriguing exploration of what if, we invite you to embark on an imaginative journey that challenges the boundaries of the past and the power of historical speculation. Section 1. The Battle of Trafalgar. The Battle of Trafalgar, fought on October 21st, 1805, stands as a pivotal moment in naval history. Located off the southwestern coast of Spain, near Cape Trafalgar, this maritime showdown unfolded during the tumultuous era of the Napoleonic Wars. The principal belligerents were the British Royal Navy, commanded by Admiral Lord Nelson, and the combined Franco-Spanish fleet, led by Admiral Pierre-Charles Villanueva. At its core, the Battle of Trafalgar was an embodiment of the intense rivalry between Britain and France for naval supremacy. Britain, an island nation, relied heavily on its naval power to maintain control of the seas and protect its global interests. Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of the French Empire, sought to challenge British naval dominance and establish a continental system, an economic blockade intended to weaken Britain by isolating it from the rest of Europe. The British fleet comprised 27 ships of the line, while the Franco-Spanish fleet boasted 33 ships of the line. Troop numbers on the ships varied, but it's estimated that the British had around 18,000 sailors and marines, while the Franco-Spanish fleet had roughly 15,000. The ships of the line were formidable vessels, heavily armed with cannons that could fire devastating broadsides. The tactics employed in the battle were crucial to its outcome. Admiral Nelson employed an audacious strategy known as the Nelson Touch, which involved dividing the Franco-Spanish fleet into smaller groups and engaging them with concentrated firepower. This tactic aimed to disrupt the enemy's line and create chaos, allowing the British to exploit weaknesses. In contrast, the Franco-Spanish fleet's plan was more conventional, focusing on maintaining a solid line of battle. The outcome of the Battle of Trafalgar was a resounding British victory. Under Nelson's inspired leadership, the British fleet decisively defeated the Franco-Spanish forces. However, victory came at a heavy price. Admiral Lord Nelson, the hero of the hour, fell in the midst of battle, mortally wounded by a sniper's bullet. His death marked a somber moment, but his legacy as one of Britain's greatest naval commanders endures to this day. Casualty figures tell a sobering tale. The British suffered around 1,500 casualties, including the loss of Lord Nelson, while the Franco-Spanish fleet faced significantly greater losses, with estimates ranging from 4,000 to 5,000 casualties. The battle left a lasting imprint on the Napoleonic Wars, demonstrating the potency of British naval power and the challenges faced by Napoleon in his quest to challenge the British Empire on the high seas. Section 2. The World War I battleship, the Danton. The French battleship Danton, a remarkable vessel commissioned during the First World War, stood as a testament to the advancements in naval technology in the early 20th century. Launched in 1909 and brought into service in 1911, the Danton was part of a class of 4 battleships, each representing the pinnacle of maritime engineering of its time. The Danton was armed with formidable weaponry, boasting 4 12-inch or 305mm guns housed in twin turrets, 2 forward and 2 aft. Additionally, it featured 12 9.4-inch or 240mm guns in twin turrets, forming a secondary battery. These armaments provided the Danton with immense firepower, suitable for both long-range engagements and close-quarters combat. The battleship was also equipped with anti-aircraft and anti-torpedo boat guns, enhancing its defensive capabilities. With a crew complement of around 1,100 to 1,200 officers and sailors, the Danton operated smoothly with specialized personnel including gunners, engineers, seamen, and various various support roles. Its top speed of approximately 20 knots, or 37 kilometers per hour, was a significant improvement over the sailing vessels of the Napoleonic era, which relied entirely on wind for propulsion. In terms of maneuverability, the Danton outclassed its Napoleonic era counterparts. Thanks to its advanced steam propulsion system and modern rudder design, it could swiftly change course and navigate with precision, a far cry from the limited agility of wooden sailing ships. One of the Danton's most significant advantages was its extended operational range. With coal-fired boilers and advanced engines, it could traverse thousands of nautical miles, a stark contrast to the limited range of Napoleonic-era warships. Furthermore, its steel plating made it nearly impervious to traditional cannon fire of the Napoleonic era. In essence, the Danton was a marvel of 20th century naval engineering, a steel behemoth brimming with firepower and armed with technology. Inconceivable to the admirals and sailors of the Napoleonic era, its presence in the early 19th century would have disrupted the maritime balance of power in a manner unparalleled in history. Section 3. The setup. In our audacious journey through the hypothetical twist in history, we find ourselves transported to the cusp of the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805, where the French battleship Danton emerges as the harbinger of change. In this imagined scenario, the Danton arrives fully armed, crewed, and under the command of Admiral Dartige du Fournet, a seasoned French naval officer of World War I. The fusion of past and future is complete, and the stage is set for an unprecedented clash of naval might. As we delve into the intricacies of this speculative encounter, it is crucial to acknowledge the tactics that characterized the Battle of Trafalgar. Admiral Lord Nelson's audacious Nelson's Touch strategy, which involved breaking the enemy line and engaging them with concentrated firepower, playing a pivotal role in the British victory. The British fleet's aggressive approach and ability to coordinate their ships in divided formations were instrumental in disrupting the Franco-Spanish line. To chart a course towards a French victory, the Danton and Admiral Dartige du Fournet would need to adapt to this historical context. Outranging and outrunning the British cannon fire would be imperative to their strategy. The Danton's advanced steam propulsion system would grant it the ability to control the distance between itself and the British fleet with precision, a capability unimaginable to the wooden sailing vessels of Nelson's era. Admiral Dartige du Fournet would likely employ hit-and-run tactics, utilizing the Danton's long-range firepower to engage the British ships while maintaining a safe distance. The battleship's steel plating and advanced armaments would enable it to unleash devastating broadsides, capable of inflicting severe damage on the British vessels, then swiftly maneuvering out of the enemy's effective range. The Danton would minimize its exposure to sustained British fire. Additionally, the Danton's secondary battery of 9.4-inch guns would prove invaluable in dealing with any smaller, more agile British vessels attempting to close the gap. Its anti-aircraft and anti-torpedo boat guns would enhance the Danton's defensive capabilities, making it a formidable adversary in a rapidly evolving battle. Ultimately, the key to victory for the Franco-Spanish fleet, with the Danton in its ranks, would lie in disrupting the British formations, exploiting the advanced technology at their disposal, and maintaining a flexible hit-and-run approach. By utilizing the Danton's superior firepower, maneuverability, and extended range, Admiral Dartige du Fournet could potentially rewrite the outcome of the Battle of Trafalgar, ensuring a French triumph that reverberates through the corridors of history. In the following section, we shall narrate the unfolding battle, painting a vivid picture of this intriguing alternate history scenario. Section 4. The Battle. The morning sun bathes the waters off the coast of Spain in a golden hue as the Franco-Spanish fleet and the British Royal Navy, locked in a timeless clash, brace for the engagement of a lifetime. But today, the seas bear witness to an extraordinary twist in the tapestry of history. The French battleship Danton stands resolute amidst the billowing smoke and echoing cannon fire. Admiral Dartige du Fournet, a veteran of World War I, commands the Danton, a behemoth of steel, bristling with advanced weaponry. As the French and British fleets converge, Dartige du Fournet enacts a strategy born of audacity and innovation. The Danton's massive 12-inch guns, a technological marvel, belch forth fire and fury, sending heavy rounds hurtling towards the British ships. The roar of the cannons reverberates across the ocean, marking the dawn of a new era in naval warfare. The British, caught off guard by the Danton's unprecedented capabilities, struggle to respond. Admiral Lord Nelson's famed Nelson's Touch strategy, meant to shatter the enemy's line, is met with a challenge like never before. The Danton's long-range bombardment, paired with its ability to outpace and outmaneuver British cannon fire, keeps the enemy at bay, disrupting their formations and throwing their tactics into disarray. Amidst the thundering volleys and billowing smoke, key moments and turning points emerge. emerge. The Danton, strategically positioned, focuses its firepower on the British flagship, the HMS Victory. The relentless barrage inflicts severe damage, throwing the British command structure into disarray. Though Lord Nelson remains unscathed in this alternate history, the chaos among the British ranks leaves them vulnerable. Emboldened by the Danton's prowess, the Franco-Spanish fleet seizes the opportunity to divide and conquer, exploiting the confusion within the British lines. Ships unprepared for this futuristic foe find themselves outmatched by the Danton's modern weaponry and tactics. The Danton's secondary battery, equipped with 9.4-inch guns, repels smaller British vessels attempting to close the gap, while its main battery continuously pounds the enemy into watery graves from ranges far beyond their capabilities. The remaining Franco-Spanish fleet does not sit idle. As the Danton fires right above the waterline, disabling and sinking many British ships, the French commanders seize the gap, with rolling broadsides cutting numerous British vessels to shreds. Admiral Nelson is helpless to counter the French onslaught, as every maneuver he makes is shut down by the advanced firepower and range of the Danton. As the battle unfolds, the world watches in awe. Eventually, as the British fleet crumbles into the sea, Admiral Nelson is killed, and Admiral Cuthbert Collingwood assumes command, ordering a full British retreat. In a shattered state of disarray, the Brits attempt to limp away, but are mercilessly cut down by the French fleet. Unable to quickly escape amidst the wreckage of their fleet and unable to outrun the Danton, the British fleet is utterly destroyed or captured, leading to an outright victory for the French and uncontested Franco-Spanish control of the Atlantic. The Danton's technological superiority, coupled with Admiral Dartige du Fournet's strategic brilliance, becomes the cornerstone of a French victory that defies history's course. The Battle of Trafalgar does not conclude as a British triumph, but as a resounding French victory that resculpts the canvas of history. In the wake of this battle, with all British ships sank or captured, the Danton disappears, leaving an alternate history where the French annihilated the British at Trafalgar and are poised to invade mainland Britain. Section 5: Outcome and Consequences. In the wake of a hypothetical French victory at the Battle of Trafalgar, the reverberations would echo through history, altering the course of the Napoleonic War and leaving an indelible mark on the geopolitical landscape of the 19th century and beyond. This seismic shift in history would transcend the mere exchange of cannon fire. It would redefine the very balance of power on the world stage. A French triumph at Trafalgar would represent a turning point in the Napoleonic Wars, where the British Royal Navy's supremacy faced its first true challenge. It would shatter the aura of invincibility surrounding the British fleet and bolster the confidence of the French Empire. Napoleon Bonaparte, undeterred by the British blockade, could extend his reach across the European continent, potentially reshaping the entire course of the war. The psychological impact of the British Empire would be profound, as the loss would face a re-evaluation of naval strategy and a quest for technological advancements. A French victory would compel the British Empire to reckon with a new maritime reality. It might prompt a reassessment of naval tactics, inspiring investments in advanced technologies and strategies. The British would face the challenge of rebuilding their naval prestige while adapting to a world where their naval dominance was no longer a given. The French Empire, emboldened by their victory, would expand its influence across Europe with newfound vigor. Napoleon's continental system, designed to isolate Britain economically, could gain more traction. This shift in power dynamics might also influence diplomatic alliances and the fate of various European states. A French victory at Trafalgar could tip the balance of power in favor of the French Empire. With Britain's naval dominance curtailed, France would enjoy greater freedom of movement in its pursuit of European hegemony. The international landscape could witness realignments of alliances and a re-evaluation of strategies by other European powers. The Battle of Trafalgar, as we know it, marked the zenith of wooden sailing warships and the broadside tactic. A French victory, with the Danton at the forefront of naval warfare, would expedite the transition to ironclads and steam propulsion. Naval tactics would evolve, emphasizing long-range engagements and maneuverability over traditional line-of-battle tactics. This accelerated technological progression would reshape the future of naval warfare, propelling the world into the era of modern battleships. In essence, a French victory at Trafalgar would herald a world where the dominance of the British Royal Navy faced a serious challenge, and the winds of technological change blew across the ocean. The consequences would reach far beyond the confines of a single battle, shaping the destinies of empires, nations, and the very nature of naval warfare itself. While this scenario remains a product of historical imagination, it serves as a testament to the enduring fascination of what if if history, and the profound impact a single event can have on the annals of time. In conclusion, the Battle of Trafalgar remains a defining moment that shaped the course of nations and empires. Yet in the realm of alternate history, we embarked on a journey where the French battleship Danton arrived as a harbinger of change in 1805. In this imagined scenario, a French victory at Trafalgar altered the trajectory of the Napoleonic War, challenged British naval dominance, and accelerated the transition to modern naval warfare. Our exploration of this what-if narrative serves as a testament to the enduring allure of historical speculation. It underscores the profound impact a single event can have on the course of history, and invites us to reflect on the intricate interplay of strategy, technology, and the relentless march of time. As we return to the shores of known history, we carry with us the echoes of a battle that never was, a reminder of the boundless fascination of exploring the roads not taken, and enduring intrigue of what-if history.